Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jaden here. Today we're going over my BeamNG Drive point series. I really haven't talked much about it on my YouTube channel. I've been doing a bunch of live streaming on the NASA Inc. Promotions Twitch channel of it. But let's get into it. It's a lot to break down. It's been going on for 15 shows so far for over the past couple months. I really haven't shown it on the YouTube channel side too much. I've been doing some derbies with AI, but I think I'm going to get into doing the point series on YouTube and live streaming on YouTube with the point series, or uploading videos of the point series. So let's go ahead and hop into the point series, and I'll describe or go over the rundown of first to last. So here we are. Here's the point series. So the first one is you obviously got your driver's list, you got your wins, your second, your third, your fourth, and made features. I'll go over what the made features are. So here are the points. We don't really do the heat points. I didn't put them in to this season. I may use them next season. The heat points and consi points, I may use them next point series, next season for season 2, but I didn't use them this one. But feature points 15, 10, 5, and 1 for 1 through 4th. And each feature you make it in, you get 1 point. So if there's heats and features and you don't make it to the feature, you get 0 points for the whole day. So that's a real tough breaker for people that are low in the point series and need to make it up through the rankings. But as you guys can see this, I'm going to go ahead and hop back over to the point standings, go over that, and then we will hop into some interviews with a couple people. I think I have the points leader in for an interview, and I think I have a couple more. So let's go ahead and hop over to the points series and see how this plays out. So right here, as you guys already know, it's 1 point for made features, and them are all the made features for 1 through the list. Number 1, we have Hall setting number 1 in the point series with 162 points, 6 wins, 3 top 2s, 3 third places, and 1 fourth place, and 19 made features. He's really good in the point series right now. Overall he's a great driver, builds great cars. He's worked hard to get where he is in this point series. It looks like Hall has the point series locked up as long as he just shows up and makes it into the feature. As long as you show up and say you just break off right as soon as they say green flag in the feature, that gets you a made feature spot or point, so to say. Guys, we are here with the points leader, Hall. We're going to stay here and ask him a couple questions about the point series, about the playoffs coming in, and how he feels overall. I'm going to go ahead and hand him over the floor and let him introduce himself and tell a little bit about what he thinks.
Hello, I'm Hall. This point series has been an up and down battle. I've not been here the last point show that there was. At the first little part of it, it was a downhill battle, and then I don't know, midway through season, I just kind of upped it, and here we are, leader of the point series, running strong.
Yeah, you did turn around halfway through. I'm not for sure what the number is. I really didn't do the stats, but there's a couple of them derbies you went back to back to back on winnings. Probably have the most back-to-back wins in the first point series for NASA Inc. As I'm looking here at the points, you are sitting with 162 total points. Second place is 66 points back with 96 points, and third place is 74 back with 88 points. What's your thoughts on finishing the regular season out with the points championship and going into the playoffs, finishing the regular season out with a first place?
Me personally, I never thought I'd be here. Like I said in the beginning, it's just been an uphill battle. I've been trying to prove to myself and prove to other people. Get the nickname Sandbagger Hall from this point series. I don't really blame him because I am. uh, I feel like the regular season went well. I'm ready for the playoffs. Hoping I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm trying, man. It's an uphill battle.
Yeah, I totally agree. You did get a few nicknames, sandbagger, this or that. Um, a lot of people thinks that you got to lead way in the shows and saying that I'm biased, but overall, you've worked from last place all the way up to first place. Uh, which the fellow driver that's not in the point series no more, MC, he held it for over half of the point series, and you swooped in about halfway and took it over. I'm just going to go ahead and read the top 8 that are in the top 8 right now. This can fluctuate with shows coming. So first we have you. Second we have Fun Guy. Third we have Spinks. Fourth we have me. Fifth you have Logan. Sixth you have 427 of Hansel. Seventh you have Fields. Eighth you have Fat Pat, other known as Pat. With them top 8, how do you feel? How do you feel about them drivers? Let alone going into the playoffs, knowing that you have a couple good drivers in there.
I feel like it's going to be a battle for sure. Pat, Pat, Spinks, you, Logan, you guys are terrific drivers. I really couldn't ask for a better group of guys to run the playoffs with. Uh, you guys constantly are always fighting for the edge, and you know
Yep.
that's that. Really, I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say about that.
Yeah. Right. The 427 of Hansel setting in was that sixth place? Yeah, about 6 plays. He joined into the point series a little late, and he's climbed up. He's sitting with 2 wins, one fourth place. He's made 8 features so far with 54 points. I see Hansel being a late runner in the playoffs. He builds tremendous cars, and he's super smart about when he takes his shots and where he takes them. What's your thoughts about him and your chances of edging him out coming towards the end?
You know, well, as a lot of guys say, out in the regular world, we're real good buddies, but on the track, we're competitors. We're down to nitty gritty, and we're gonna do whatever we can to flush them out. So, me and Hansel, great group of guys. That's a great guy right there. He's a real good friend. Uh, but like I said, you got to do what you got to do for some points, and unfortunately, Hansel's going to be on that list of what I got to take out and what I don't.
I agree with you on that. Uh, with Hansel, he's a great guy, great person. But you gotta, like you said, you gotta fight your battles when you have to fight them. Going down towards the eighth place where Fat Pat is on the edge of making it, not making it, with ninth place of Tyler Abner. He has one second place. He has 11 made features, sitting with 21 points. Fat Pat has 30 points. He's right there cutting it. What do you think it's going to come down to? Do you think it's going to come down to who shows up the most, or who's going to be able to edge each other out? With Fat Pat does have one win, one second place, and one fourth place, with only 4 made features appearances, which is him placing basically 9 out of 10 times. Um,
It's definitely going to be down to the tooth and nail on that one for real. It's going to be a tough one. The tremendous drivers there, tremendous drivers. Pat, me and him, real good friends. Trek, same thing. Got to do what you got to do sometimes. Unfortunately, sometimes things aren't what we want to do, but it's got to be done.
I totally agree with that. Um, Overall, looking at the overall field, we have a lot of people that's below the top 8 that are great drivers. Just to name a few: Jackrabbit, Derby Man, Megan. What's your thoughts about them getting up there? Which they're all setting below 20s with points. Jackrabbit has 15 points. Derby Man has 10 points. Megan has only 7 points. It's coming up to the end of the season. Do you think they'll be able to advance enough to get to the top 8?
Me personally, no. Great group of drivers, don't get me wrong. Those guys are fantastic at how they drive and their driving style. But me personally, I do not think that they're going to have what it takes to compete on this level.
I understand.
Uh,
I understand that 100%. It's going to be hard no matter who you are coming from last place with only 7 points, trying to make it up to 30 points. Yeah, a couple wins give you 15 here, 15 there, but it's going to take more than that just to get to the top 8, especially if most of these guys show up every week and get that one made feature point.
oh yeah, for sure, for sure. If they come in every week and I struggle a little bit on something and I push back, it's going to be a tough one. It really is going to be a tough battle. But other than that, I don't really see a problem on how it's going to work. Everything's going to work out smooth. I should come out on top. If not, props to whoever does.
I totally understand that. As we're going to transition into talking about the playoffs a little more, I am right now pulling up the playoff bracket. We have 8 in round 1. We have 6 in round 2, and then we obviously have the final 4. Um, as that playoff goes, we are I'm introducing the playoff right now as we speak. The points on how you place out of the top 8 and so on and so forth. The points will fluctuate each round. So starting with the first round, if you're first playoff driver to finish out of the whole list, you'll get 10 points. Second will get 8. Third will get 6. Fourth will get 4. Fifth will get 2. Sixth will get 2. Seventh will get 1. Eighth will get 1. With these playoff points coming into effect, finishing towards the top of the list of the playoff drivers, does that matter along with getting the wins for the points wins?
Me personally, I don't think so. But in other situations, it might. Uh, it's all about showing up and all about driving how you drive. Uh, there's a lot of guys out there that like to quote unquote don't give a crap, so they decide to full send. Me, on the other hand, I am a diehard. I'm going to sandbag as much as I can. So, I mean, other than that, really, I ain't really got to worry about much.
I understand that as I'm looking here, you do have a lot of wins, probably the most wins out of everyone in the series. As I'm looking, you have 6 wins, 3 second places, 3 third places, 1 fourth place, 19 made features, leaving you second place overall for the most made features. You have tremendously turned your season around from the beginning, winning multiple derbies and classes in one night. Just overall turning it around. And can you just tell us a little bit about that turning point? What changed? What got better with your development with your crew and everything overall?
I feel as though my driving styles got a little bit more better. I'm not constantly trying to, just destroy things that I feel need to be destroyed. I'm more laid back now. I feel like I've gotten better as a driver. Trying to score first place. A lot of the guys that were top leaderboard, some of them not showing up, really, really helped, I feel like. But other than that, I just feel my driving style changed a little bit from then to now.
All right. Yeah, I understand that 100%. We did have a few people end up having to drop out of the point series really good drivers overall. One of them to be said is MC. He's a really great driver, can be cocky at sometimes, but the driving can back it up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, you know me, I'm a little cocky sometimes too. Uh, but most of the time I just keep to myself. So yeah, I mean, I just keep to myself most of the time, and it gets me far. I feel as though I'd like to thank Sphinx is first. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here for every show. He man helps me out a lot. Couldn't do it without him really. Um, I feel as though round one will go by smooth. I probably won't have any problems, but after round one, it'll probably advance up a little bit, get a little bit harder. You know, everybody's going to want to try to knock each other's heads off without knocking theirs off first. So, top four, that should be great. You know, I'm not really for certain who's going to be in there. You know, top eight right now are some really good drivers. So, top four, we'll just see who the better man is, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Again, guys, this is Hall, your points leader. Well, guys, that was the interview with Hall. I think I'm going to add Logan's interview in the next episode of the interviews, and I'll do a couple other interviews with one with Spinks, probably, and a few others, whoever I can snag here or there in some free time. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like, share with all your friends and family. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Other than that, that should be it. Leave a comment if you want to see more of this. I will have an episode of the point series coming out here soon, of Dent Rules. It was a Dent show, and we had mini cars, and we also had a co-pilot class, a two-man extreme buddy class, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching. Peace out.